right, so we're looking at substitution today, and it is just a different way of doing order of operations stuff. Why we're doing this is to get you familiar with using these variables, because in your algebra career, you're going to see a lot of variables. So essentially the point of this is to prepare you for later on and get you more comfortable with these variables. When this 2 is like touching the letter, or the 3 is touching the letter, what does that mean? What operation is that signifying? Sabella? It's not an exponent. That's a good guess, though. Grace? It means multiplication. So this is saying 2 times A plus 3 times B. And if it's something you're not real confident with, it's okay to put a symbol in there to remind you that it means multiplication. So the directions in a problem like this would read, evaluate the expression when A is 3 and B is 5. So it's called substitution because I'm like substituting the number in for the letter. Like in a sports game, right? If you were being a sub, you'd take somebody out of the game and you'd take their place. So this letter is leaving, the number is coming in its place. Yes, ma'am?
Ironically, right before school started today, I was thinking to myself, you know, if you call having a letters be there instead of numbers.
There you go. So I would substitute it in, and I'm going to rewrite it out. So this is 2 times A, which it says A is 3. So 2 times 3 plus 3 times B is 5. So 3 times 5. So the first step is putting the numbers in for the letters. Yeah. It is Mr. Seville Math Channel. So then I have to just follow the order of operations after I've done it, which we've talked about many times. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction, and these are on the same step, so we go from the left to the right. So I'm going to do my multiplication steps first. 2 times 3 is going to be 6. Very good. 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Bring down my addition. 6 plus 15. 21. So after I do the substitution, it's just an order of operations problem. It's another way of doing order of operations. I mean, it's one extra step. It's getting us familiar with the letters. Is there questions with the first one? And again, you should be doing this with us so you can get comfortable with it. Yes, I'm putting this online, but I still want you to be participating, not spectating. So we're going to keep consistent. We're going to say for all of these problems, A is going to be 3 and B is going to be 5. And the directions would always give you what the letters are if it's asking you to do substitution. So I'm going to substitute in for where the letters are, the numbers. Now this A touching the parentheses, what does that mean? It means multiplication. Very good. So A is 3, so I'm going to put that in. Open parenthesis. B is 5 plus 1 minus A to the second power. So that's 3 to the second power plus 2. And when those are touching, what does that mean again?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Thank you, sir. So after I plug it in, then I, plug it out step by step. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. So Gavin, where do you think I should start with this problem?
You start from the left. Are we on the 3?
We're right here.
Oh. Do the multiplications first.
Okay, parentheses first. So that's going to give me Alright, I'm going to rewrite it out. Alright. Roki, you think you know what's next? I did the parentheses. So what's next? Exponent. 3 to the second power. Dakota? You know what 3 to the second power is? Because that's, right, 3 to the second equals 3 times 3. So very good, it would be 9. I'm going to bring everything else down. So I did my exponent. Next I have multiplication and division. Anybody see any multiplication here? Kayla? 2 times 5 is one multiplication problem. Anybody see another one? Brooklyn? So I'm going to do both of these. Since they're not like connected to each other, I can work them both out in the same step. 3 times 6 is going to give me 18. 2 times 5 is going to give me 10. And I'm just bringing down my subtraction, bringing down my addition. And Anthony, you're saying I got to do 18 minus 9 first. Why does it come before the addition?
Because they're on the same bracket, whatever.
They're on the same stuff, yeah. So I work it out from left to right. So 18 minus 9 is 9 plus the 10, 19. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Questions there with that one? We're going to do one more together, and then I'm going to have you guys try a couple by yourself. This right here? So going from this to this? Alright, so I'll take real special care with this one when I'm transforming it, okay? So, this means, and you could rewrite it like this if you want to, it means 3 times A times B plus 15 over B. So when these are touching, it means multiplication. Alright, and the original directions told us A equals 3 and B equals 5. So down here, anywhere there's an A, I'm going to substitute a 3 in its place because they're equal to each other. They're the same thing. Anywhere where there's a B, I'm going to substitute a 5 in because they're equal to each other. So then it's 3 times 3 times 5 plus 15 divided by 5. And then I'm going to work this out step by step. Okay? Do you get how I went from here to here now? Yeah, because the problem states, it says, like, it would say, evaluate the problem if A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 5. So then, everywhere where there's an A, I'm substituting a 3 in. Everywhere there's a B, I'm substituting a 5 in. So I would work this out left to right. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. I'm going to rewrite it out. What does this fraction bar tell me to do? Kayla? Divide. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I have 45 plus 3 is going to make, Dejeuner, 48. You're awesome.